Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, bringing you another weekly news roundup for Battlegrounds, or PubG as everybody calls it now. And the first story I'm going to go into is one that I started on last week, and this is regarding the AFK players within the game. It started to become a bit of an issue for some people, a lot of people going AFK, gaining points for doing nothing within the game, and just seemingly joining game after game after game and getting points for doing absolutely sod all. This has been raised as an issue, and since doing that last week there has been an official word put out from Battlegrounds. And this comes from the producer Chang Han Kim, who has said that they are fully aware of the AFK situation with players doing this, and that they are actively seeking a resolution for this. Now, it doesn't go into saying what this will be, it just says that they're going to look into it, and it could be as simple as adjusting the points system so that these people don't gain points for doing nothing in the game, or it could be that they prevent AFK altogether. As I say, there's no information to say how exactly they will do that, but I have read in another article that they're also looking to penalise players that go and farm the AFK players, which doesn't really make sense to me. Why penalise people for doing something that you're going to eradicate anyway? Just eradicate the problem and then you don't need to be penalising people for anything. So as I say, quite how they're going to sort this out, I don't know. Now, one idea that I've got, which could be undermined quite easily by just using a bot, is that you get to the edge of the map, you're given an on-screen warning, you're given 20 seconds to click on this warning. When you do, it drops you out the plane. If you don't click on it, then it just puts you back to the lobby. So that could be one way of doing it, but of course bots are currently being used to do this. Now, PubG hasn't officially said that they are, but they have mentioned that they know that there are bots that can idle people in games. Now, they haven't specifically said that that's in PubG, they've just said that they are aware of it. So my solution could be easily circumvented by using a bot, but, you know, it's just one way of doing it, I suppose. And plus, for those that are genuinely AFK, if you've got an on-screen prompt and maybe an audio prompt, so for instance, if you're walking around with a wireless headset, which is one of the things that I do, and then you hear the prompt, you can run over to your screen and press your button and get back onto it. So that could be one solution, but we'll have to see what they do. They say that they are looking into it right now and looking to address that. The next bit of news I've got for you isn't really a bit of news, but I wanted to point you towards an article that Games Radar have done regarding PubG, and it basically goes into how this game has become such a huge success so quickly, when given that it's a very simple idea, there are a lot of bugs and quirky things to the game that aren't right at the moment. So how has it become so popular? And this article just goes into some of the things that make it what it is. And I've got to say that I agree with quite a few of the points in it, especially the one where it says that this game is as much fun to play as it is to watch. So for me, watching people play games is sometimes hard. I don't enjoy it, but watching people play this, I could do it all day. It's just, you know, and you don't even really need to edit your videos massively. As long as you're having a good banter with the people that you're playing with, then that keeps it rolling, it keeps it going, you know, through the boring bits where you're maybe running across a field for a couple of minutes looking for cover, you know, there's not much action going on. As long as the chat in the background is good, then you enjoy watching the video, or at least I do. So I'll put a link in the description below so you can read this article, see what you think of it. Do you agree with the points it comes up with as to why this game is so popular? I tend to agree with quite a lot of it, to be fair. The next bit of news I've got for you, again, isn't really a bit of news. It was a website that I was pointed towards on the official PubG Facebook page, and it's basically a little web page that a guy has put together. Apparently he's a Russian streamer but goes by the name of BeastQT, and he's put together a little page that allows you to ping all the regional servers for PubG. So whilst most of us wouldn't need to ping a server, we just connect to our region and it puts us on the fastest one. This is really useful if you're looking to play with players from another region and you want to pick the fastest server between you two. So it's really good if you want to do a collaboration on YouTube and you're doing it with somebody from another country. You'll be able to ping the servers, work out which one's going to be best for you to get the least amount of latency on it, and you could join that server. It also lets you open up a full list of the servers so that you can see every single server that you could connect to in a region. And yeah, it's just a cool little web page. I'll put a link for that in the description below so you can check that out. The next bit of news I got for you, which is actually news, this one, is that we know that PlayerUnknown's beat the concurrent player record on Steam. It topped out Dota 2 by a couple of thousand, I think altogether about 25,000 it beat it by. It has now also broken records on Twitch. It has now beaten out League of Legends on there to be the most viewed game on there. It hit 16.9 million weekly views. This was last week. This beat out League of Legends 15 million, so it almost topped it by at least 2 million. And this is something that's only going to grow because the next bit of news is that PubG has smashed 10 million in sales. It's only 2 weeks ago that it hit 8 million, and I said in the first roundup of news that I would think it'd be a couple of months before it hit the 10 million mark. 2 weeks later, it's done it. So this game, I don't know, could it do 15 million by the end of the year? It really isn't inconceivable the way it's going at the moment. It's hugely popular, and as I say in that last bit, it's good to watch. It's just as good to watch as it is to play, and obviously a lot of people feel the same because there is a hell of a lot of people watching it. The next bit of news I've got for you is regarding some comments that were made on Facebook on the official PlayerUnknown's Facebook page. And this was at the time where I found the link to the little app that allows you to ping the servers. And somebody on there mentioned that the PUBG servers only run at 10 Hz tick. Now, if you don't know what tick rate is, basically tick rate is the speed at which the server refreshes the information that it's giving out. So obviously the faster the refresh rate, the better and smoother the gameplay is, and it runs along the same lines as you monitor refresh rate. 60 Hz is good, 120 is a lot better, 144 is even better, so on and so forth. So this guy came out and said that he knows that these servers only run at 10 Hz tick rate. Now, there was no more information given than that. I did post a question on there, where was he getting that info from, and I didn't get a reply. So how true this is, I don't know. I really have no idea how true this is, and I don't really know of any way to find out the tick rate of the servers, to be honest. But if that is the case and they're running at 10 Hz, that is very, very slow. I know from the days of playing Counter-Strike Source that 60 tick rate was good, but if you could get on a server that was 100, it was a lot sharper, your hit detection was a lot better, and if they are running at 10 Hz, that could be a reason why certain shots that you line up that you think are dead on somebody, completely miss them altogether. But that being said, we were all playing at 10 Hz tick rate, so nobody is at an advantage. We're all just a little bit at a disadvantage because it's a lot slower gameplay. This could be down to when they decided that they needed to cure the lag that this game suffered from within the first few months, and it could be that the tick rate was lowered to cure that lag. So maybe as the game is optimised, maybe that tick rate will go up. If indeed it is that low, like I say, there's nothing to indicate that it is. I don't know any way of finding out the tick rate, so if anybody does, let me know. And the last bit of news that I've got for you today is regarding the Australian player base. Now, the Australians don't currently have access to the first-person perspective servers. If they want to have those, they have to join North American servers or Asian servers, and of course that brings about a lot of lag. There's a lot of latency there, very slow responsiveness. So they've been pushing PUBG to come up with an answer for them, when are they going to get the FPP servers, and basically PUBG have come out and said that the player base just isn't big enough to warrant them giving them that game mode right now. They've said that if they was to give them that game mode, that these servers wouldn't populate enough because there just isn't the player base for it right now. They've said that they are actively working on a solution to this though that will give them access to those and at a quicker speed, but they haven't said what it is right now. They've said that they will come out with a statement at a later date and give us all the information we need on how these people will connect to first-person servers that have a faster latency on them. And that is basically all the news I've got for you this week. I've tried to cram it in as quick as I can because I don't like to bore people and keep them waiting. So yeah, it's hit 10 million in sales. I'm thinking of maybe doing a giveaway of the game. I'm not sure if anybody would be interested in that. I was thinking of getting a game code and doing a little giveaway for that, so I'll maybe look into that in the next few weeks. My PUBG content, the Noobs Play series, I'm starting to normalise that a little bit now. It's going to be doing an episode on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, and then I'll maybe do a bonus clip over the weekend. These news shows are hopefully going to hit every Thursday. I'm going to try and stick to that as much as I can. I've also started to talk to a couple of YouTubers on here that do PUBG content. I've got a couple of them on Steam now, so I'm hoping to do some collaborations with them, try and fit them in when and as I can. Time is a bit tight between us all, I think, right now, so I mean the last 2 days I've maybe got just short of 2 hours playtime in. You know, family and work commitments mean that I can't always game as much as I would like to. So, but yeah, hopefully there's going to be some collaborations coming. I mean, these guys are hugely more talented than me, so I think I'm just going to be a shield for them, but you know, it'll be a laugh either way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. As always, guys and girls, thank you very much for watching and listening. Any comments, anything at all, put them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.